So today we're going to have kind of a short little metal detecting adventure. I am out in a camp with Mike from Great Finds, who is out there somewhere. He took off. And I'm just trying out the Garrett Axiom, which is their new pulse machine that they came out with not too long ago. I use it out in the desert for gold nuggets and stuff. I found a lot of stuff. I didn't find any gold nuggets, but I wanted to try it here, and this worked over at camp. I just wanted to see if I could find other things than what I could hear with the Garrett AT Max and the big coil out here. Now this place has been absolutely hammered with people, by people. This whole field was a camp. This section in here I have found a lot of stuff in for over 30 years, up to where my truck is, and it's just, but it's been hammered. So lots of people have been coming in here. I found a lot of bullets in here probably about 6 months ago, and so did other people. I've been playing around with the Axiom, and I just want to show you how we set it up. Basically, well, I could turn it on, I guess. And I just have it in the fine mode. Yeah, I don't know all the settings I have really. I'm pretty new with this thing, so menu buttons there, fine. I did a frequency scan because it was really noisy when I got here, but it's fine. It's okay now. Tone, that's just up to whatever you want to hear. Headphones, of course. I have it on medium because that's the way I guess factory set is. So that's just what I've been doing with it. Just to give you an idea what it sounds like. Hopefully you can hear this. Well, maybe I could just turn the headphones off. I like using headphones because you can hear better, but let's go ahead and ground balance it again. It settles down. You have to work around through these little open spots here, so it's not like it was in the spring when we were out here. It was bald as a baby's butt. Or their friend Randy would say a Greek baby's butt. I'm not sure what he meant by that, but that's on you, Randy. All right, let's get to it, see if we can find a bullet or two. I just found this little doodad, and it is a percussion cap. And you put that on the musket nipple to fire it. It would have fulminated mercury on the inside right there, and when the hammer came down and hit it, it would spark and it kind of like a little explosion and go off. That's a pretty good little find right there. Most these things are so small, a lot of people don't dig them or don't hear them with their metal detectors, but we heard that one today. I've walked over it 1,000 times in my life probably, and that's the way it goes. Well, I just dug a Sharps bullet, which is really nice. If you had asked me before we came out here what I would find using the AT Max, I would have said maybe 1 or 2 bullets. So we're on the board. First bullet with the Axiom. Not too deep. It's probably down about 8-10 inches maybe. Awesome, dude. It could be a good day. That's where I dug a Sharps bullet, and I kind of actually went around in circles here. Didn't get any more signals, but there's another signal right here, and I want you to listen to it. Well, something there. We'll try the iron check, but I'm not really sold on this iron check because, well, it's not making any noise. I did get a little bit of a grunt on that bullet though. But let's see what this is. Go ahead and ground balance it again. Just to make sure. All right, let's see what it is. I'll set you up. Oh. If you weren't in the way, I'd have just popped it over there, but that was my shovel going near the detector. One more and we should have it. All right. Loose stuff out. I have to pick you up since I put you too close to the hole. Oh, it might be small. Yeah, something small in there. Kind of weird sounding, isn't it? Let's try the iron check just for the heck of it. No, it's quiet. All right, it's tiny. You see it? Probably melted lead or something. It'd be a lot easier if I just set you down, I guess. Did this without trying to hold the camera. I think it's in here. Yeah. Looky! That is a rock. No, it wasn't. Oh, cool. That is a percussion cap. That's for a pistol, because if you notice, it doesn't have the flanges on it that come out the side. That's pretty good. That's a nice little signal right there. Well, really nice little target. That's another one for the bag. I think we're doing okay today. We dug a little iron buckle. This is could very well be from the Civil War era. After all, they did camp in this field, or it might not be, but it was an iron signal. I might have dug that with the other machine because it was a little bit deep. So I'm going to count that as a good dig right there. Nice Civil War item, probably. So this I'm going to classify as a very positive find. I got a really deep signal, but there was already a kind of a dig hole there, but I went in and dug it anyway because I need to learn with this new metal detector. And it was quite deep. In fact, it was at the bottom of that hole right there. That's the plow line. And looky there, I do believe that's going to be a Civil War bullet. Indeed it is. You see, we're not far from the truck, so this is an area that, if you see my other videos from here, I've absolutely hammered over the years. And so yeah, bullet number 2, most awesome. Oh, and 2 percussion caps. So 4 non-ferrous targets that I've missed for a long time, and a lot of other people have missed too. And of course that little buckle. That's not bad at all. I'm really happy with this machine. You have to dig a little more iron than you would with the VLF, but I'd rather dig bullets and iron than nothing at all, because you can't hear it with the VLF. Just dug another percussion cap. It's got the flanges on it there, so that's probably from a musket or a rifled musket. Yeah, pretty good, man. That's all right. I don't mind digging these. That's a good Civil War item right there. Makes my little heart go pitter-pat. Another nice deep hole, and I believe we have a bullet. I think what I'll do is I'll start letting you listen to some more of these signals now. Getting a little more comfortable with knowing that there's actually bullets here. That's a pretty bullet, isn't it? I like it. Next time, I'm going to go up to another camp that I know up near Winchester that the ground's really bad. Really, that heavy clay signals are terrible. But there's stuff there, or there was. You know, I've been up there a couple times, well, a bunch of times. So I found a lot of stuff. Bullets are getting really scarce now, though. Like if I went today with the AT Max, 1-2 bullets tops. We'll bring this thing up there. I bet this thing will tear it up there in that really heavy clay. That'll be next. Let's dig a few more while we're here. Okay, we'll go ahead and dig this one together. It's really kind of a faint, deep signal. I'm going to ground balance it again just to stabilize it a little bit in this area and let you listen to what I'm hearing. So that's a pretty solid signal. I mean, well, we know it's definitely a target. I'm going to set you up. Hopefully you can kind of see it. I'm just going to dig a deep hole and then we'll check it. Pulse machines, you can't really pinpoint very easily. So you often have to dig a bigger hole than you normally would with a VLF. All right. I think we would have gotten that by now. It's down about to the plow line. I'm gonna have to pick you up. Uh-oh, might be a little something in there. Probably haven't got it yet. All right. I'm going to widen that hole just a little bit and take it down some. I'm going to turn you off for a minute. So I got the hole a little deeper. I was getting ready to clean it out and put a pinpoint on it, but I think I can see the target. It's probably a shotgun shell right here. It's brassy. Yep, that's what it is. So the fact that we found this is really good news, because that's a good Civil War button signal right there. You got to dig those if you're going to dig buttons. Awesome, that's good, that's good. We missed that in the past years, and so did everyone else. I think we have a little piece of lead here, probably melted lead, shoot up bullet, or a piece of tin foil. Yeah, that's foil. Probably off some chewing tobacco. Some Red Man. That's what they all chewed back in the day. Red Man. Had another nice signal here, and it was actually so loud I didn't get you out because I thought it was going to be a piece of junk on the surface, but it looks like it's actually a Confederate bullet, maybe. Let me turn this machine off. You gotta ground balance it. It looks like it might be a Gardner bullet, Confederate bullet. What do you think? Oh yeah, that is 100% a Confederate Gardner bullet. See that flat top? That's where they nipped it for probably the mold. When it was in the mold, it would have come out, would have had a little thing on top, and that's where they nipped it. So that's a nice bullet right there. That's the good Confederate bullet. Man, it was loud. I really thought it was a piece of junk somebody else had already dug. That's a good sign right there. And we're still not very far from the truck. Got another nice banger in here that I'm hoping is going to be a bullet. Even blanks out so we know it's big. Let's see. You see it? Okay, it's in my hand, I think. Machine went quiet. Yeah, I'm not hearing it now. It'll blank out if a target's really big. Of course, these are made for little pieces of gold, but I see some lead there, so I'm assuming that's a bullet, and indeed it is. What do we have here? We have another Sharps bullet. This one looks like it might be fired. It's a little mashed up. Could have been stepped on by a horse or something. Yeah, I don't know. It could be a faint hint of some rifling cut into it. So it could be a fired bullet out of a barrel that's not, that's a little worn out. Probably so. Still a bullet though. Of course you already knew that, didn't you? All right, have another little target there. I do believe that's going to be another percussion cap. Machine's making a lot of noise because I think I'm near some power lines, so I got to get it rebalanced. Yeah, so that's another percussion cap to a musket. Civil War musket. That's pretty awesome right there. Dang, we're doing okay. I think we got another bullet. Down in the hole, pitched it over, and there she lays. Another Civil War bullet. American Civil War, that is another Sharps. That's a dropped one. Oh, by the way, you can hear the machines going nuts, and I thought it was those power lines over there. But as it turns out, it's the GoPro, because every time I turn the GoPro on, it goes nuts. And I remembered it was doing the same thing when I was out west. So something to do, it's talking somehow. I don't like it because it's pretty noisy. I just got another percussion cap, real close to where I dug the bullet. That's a little small signal in it, and that's actually only half of one, I believe. He thought it was crushed. I think it's only half. It looks like we have another nice deep bullet. It's in my hand. I'm not sure what it is yet. It is a round ball. That is a probably a musket ball. It could be a case shot, but definitely been flattened there, flattened there. We'll count it as a bullet. Another nice loud one in there. You see it? Not in there. Is it in here? Should be in here. Oh no. So whatever it is fell out of the dirt, and it's got to be right there. It's blanking out, it's so big, so it's probably a bullet. In here somewhere. There it is. It's a little bullet right there, a little baby one. That is another small musket ball, round ball. Could be melted, or maybe it'd been fired and hit a tree. This was forested during the Civil War, this particular field right here. All right, another bullet. Just dug out a little tiny piece of lead. That's actually down there a ways too. That's pretty decent. I kind of wish it didn't hit so hard on those little tiny things, but that's the gold machine for you. Well, let's just call it a relic machine now. This is definitely going to be a good relic machine for me. So we're going to call it quits for the day. I think Mike is back here behind me near the truck, and I'm going to be getting home anyway because it's getting late. I'm going to get home before it gets dark. The Axiom did really, really good out here. I'm very impressed with it, and I will definitely be using it more. I do want to test it. I think I talked to you about this earlier in the video. Test it at a spot that has really mineralized soil. I'm looking forward to that, but I want to come back here again and spread out more, because I stayed just in this little area where the truck is and a little bit in front of me, because I know this has been hit really hard. I've hit this really hard, and I would not have expected to find more than one bullet or two at the max if I was using the AT Max, believe it or not. But I think we did really well. Just to give you a quick overview, we've got a number of percussion caps in there. You can see those. There might be another one in my bag, I'm not sure. They're pretty hard to fish out. But yeah, we got some bullets. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 bullets, which is really, really good for this field nowadays. That's really good. And kudos to Garrett on the Axiom. He made a good machine, and I guarantee one thing, you're going to see more of it in my hands with relics galore.
She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother secrets she's promised to keep, hidden in her dirt or deep in her creek. Mother Earth, she ain't saying exactly what she's saving, where it is or what it might be. Mother Earth